I can't believe what my eyes saw upstairs. My name is Dupe. I'm a mobile videographer and a wedding content creator. It's not just passion, it's survival. It's how I support my mother, my sibling, and myself since we lost our father. Some months I earn 70K, some months 200K, depending on how much work comes my way. Nothing steady, just hope, hustle, and prayer. So when a friend recommended me to someone for his wedding, I didn't think too much of it at first. Then we got on a call and I found out the wedding was happening in Abuja. He told me his wife to be loved wedding content, especially the TikTok style edits. He said he had watched my work, loved it, and wanted to recreate that same feeling for their own wedding. Then he said something that truly caught my heart. They were willing to fly me to Abuja if I delivered exactly what they wanted. They would pay me 20% extra. I had never entered a plane before. I have never gotten a gig close to 1 million naira or even half. When I got home, I told my mother immediately. She was so happy, the quiet happiness of a woman who had carried too much for too long. When the upfront payment dropped, she used about 200K to buy foodstuff and pay my brother's school fee. I was scared, yes, because the job wasn't done yet, but I also felt like we deserved that small relief. Life in Ikorodu had always been heavy for too long. On the day I traveled, my family escorted me to the airport like I was going abroad. My mom kept saying, just do your best. When I arrived in Abuja and entered the hotel, I was shocked. People really have money. Oh. Still, I stayed focused. There was no way I could fumble a gig like this. This job could change my life or ruin the little reputation I had managed to build. On the wedding morning, I went to the bride's wing first. She was beautiful. Her bridesmaids were warm, cheerful, and cooperative. They made my work easy. Everything felt light, everything felt right. Then I moved to the groom's side. While I was waiting outside for the groom to open the door, the chief bridesmaid walked out. A few minutes later, the groom and his best man came out laughing. At first, it was harmless. Then she hugged the best man goodbye and whispered something into the groom's ear. He whispered back, and then, right there in the hallway, he slapped her backside. The sound echoed. He laughed and said, "You are a naughty girl." My heart dropped. This man was getting married in a few hours to a woman upstairs, glowing with excitement, trusting, happy. I stood there, frozen, holding my phone, pretending to adjust my camera setting while my mind raced. I wasn't supposed to see that, but I did. The groom stepped out a moment later, smiling like nothing happened. The best man followed, laughing loudly. Just like that, the moment disappeared, like it never existed. I reminded myself why I was there. I wasn't there to judge. I wasn't there to confront anyone. I was there to work. I captured her smiles, her laughter, her dances, the happiest day of her life. But while I filmed, my chest felt tight because as she smiled into my camera, somewhere in my heart, I felt like she was being cheated and she didn't even know it. And I did. I kept wondering, is silence still a lie when the truth will destroy someone? Is doing my job still the same as protecting deception? Or is it just how survival works? Because if I told her, I would lose my job. I would lose my income. I would take food off my family's table. If I stayed silent, I would keep the money, but I would walk away knowing the happiest day was built on something cracked. I don't cheat and I don't lie, but that day I kept quiet. Till today, I still feel haunted by it. I still don't know which choice was worse. So I'm asking you, what would you have done? Do you forfeit your livelihood to tell the truth, or do you accept that sometimes survival demands silence?